Imagine a struggling actor from a tiny Texas town who ends up as one of Hollywood's most influential creators.
There's a new sheriff in town.
I don't run much of a democracy.
Yellowstone is fucking great.
I say about everything I want to say when I write a story.
And a ranching tycoon with a $320 million empire. Taylor Sheridan's journey is as rugged and captivating as the westerns he's brought to life on screen.
I was about ready to retire. I had saved. I had done really good.
With hits like Yellowstone, 1883, and 1923, Sheridan has redefined an entire genre while building a real estate portfolio that rivals his television empire. But behind the sweeping success lies a more complicated story. From casting controversies and creative clashes to debates that have set the internet ablaze,
I didn't quit the show. There was just, everybody has to live up to what they say they're going to do. And it doesn't matter what business you're in.
Here is Taylor Sheridan's story. A tiny Texas town, a young actor facing rejection, and the first sparks of a vision that would ignite a creative empire. Taylor Sheridan's Hollywood journey started humbly and not without its challenges. Growing up in Cranfill's Gap, Texas, a town so small it might as well be a speck on the map, Sheridan was immersed in the rugged beauty and hard realities of the American West. This upbringing would later become the soul of his stories.
Taylor Sheridan was writing a television series.
It was one of the best, if not the best pilot I think I've ever read.
But his initial foray into Hollywood didn't go as planned. As an actor, Sheridan found himself typecast as the stoic cowboy or the gruff lawman in forgettable roles.
Good to the last drop.
Frustrated by the industry's lack of meaningful stories about the world he knew so well, he decided to take matters into his own hands.
Sicario was your first script. Where did the idea for it come from?
The idea evolved from a few different things.
Compass.
I was obviously fascinated with the world.
Huh?
I wrote the screenplay at the height of the war on the Mexican side of the border, and the consequences. And I wrote a screenplay that I think would force people to have a conversation about it, I hope.
It wasn't just a hit, it was a wake-up call for Hollywood. He followed it with Hell or High Water, a modern western about two brothers driven to rob banks to save their family ranch. The film earned 4 Academy Award nominations, including Best Original Screenplay, and cemented Sheridan as a writer with something to say. Then came Yellowstone.
I was already a fan of Taylor's work from Sicario and Hell or High Water. I just wanted on it.
Premiering in 2018, the series exploded in popularity, weaving themes of loyalty, power, and land disputes into the gripping saga of the Dutton family. Yellowstone became a cultural phenomenon.
It's set in Montana, incredible scenery, the thing is gorgeous, and researchers say the show has had a really big impact on the state's economy.
The hit #1 TV show in the records is the most watched teaser in the franchise's history.
On especially women, I would say.
Spawning prequels like 1883 and 1923 that expanded its rich universe. Sheridan's love for the West doesn't end with storytelling. In 2021, he and a group of investors purchased the historic Four Sixes Ranch in Texas, a 266,000-acre property steeped in history. Sheridan's vision for the ranch goes beyond business. He aims to preserve its legacy while modernizing its operations. The ranch even doubles as a filming location for his shows, seamlessly blending his creative and entrepreneurial pursuits. From penning scripts to preserving the land, but his journey hasn't been without controversy. And it's those challenges that have added an intriguing complexity to his story. But as Sheridan's star ascended, so did the scrutiny. Beneath the surface of his groundbreaking shows and ambitious real estate ventures lay challenges that pushed his creative boundaries and ignited fierce public debates. One of the most polarizing controversies emerged with the casting of Kelsey Asbill in Wind River and later Yellowstone. Asbill, cast in roles portraying Native American women, claimed Cherokee heritage. However, the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians publicly disputed her claims, stating that she is neither an enrolled member nor a descendant. Sheridan, for his part, stood by Asbill, praising her performance, but the debate raised questions about authenticity and inclusivity in his work. The storm didn't stop there. Behind the scenes of Yellowstone, tensions between Sheridan and Kevin Costner became tabloid fodder. Costner reportedly clashed with Sheridan over filming schedules and creative control. Costner's reduced availability reportedly delayed production, sparking rumors of frustration on both sides. The situation ultimately culminated in Costner's exit from the series, leaving fans to speculate on how Yellowstone would recover without its iconic patriarch. While Sheridan hasn't publicly aired grievances, the fallout cast a shadow over the show's future. Sheridan also faced backlash for his upcoming series, Landman, which explores the oil and gas industry. A particular scene where a character dismisses wind turbines sparked accusations that Sheridan was taking a pro-fossil fuel stance, drawing criticism from environmental advocates. Sheridan, however, has always framed his work as a reflection of complex realities, arguing that his stories aim to capture the perspectives of people deeply tied to the land, warts and all. He doesn't shy away from telling the stories he believes need to be told, even when they stir debate. Sheridan's willingness to take risks, even when it courts criticism, underscores his role as a bold, unapologetic storyteller. The internet has a lot to say about Taylor Sheridan. Critics argue that some of Sheridan's characters lack the depth and nuance needed to fully explore the complex worlds he builds. Emily Blunt's portrayal of FBI agent Kate Macer drew praise, but her character arc became a flashpoint for controversy. Many viewers felt that as the story unfolded, her perspective was overshadowed by the morally ambiguous male characters, leaving her role diminished by the film's conclusion. Sheridan, however, has explained that the sidelining was intentional, a narrative choice to reflect the disillusionment and powerlessness often experienced by those caught in systems beyond their control. While its sweeping vistas, intense drama, and themes of loyalty and power have earned a loyal following, some viewers criticize the show for glorifying certain aspects of ranch life. Topics like land disputes, indigenous rights, and environmental conservation are woven into the narrative, but are occasionally seen as being addressed in a way that favors drama over depth. Despite these critiques, there's a devoted viewer who praises his ability to bring the Western genre back into mainstream relevance, crafting narratives that blend the grit of classic Westerns with the complexity of modern issues. Sheridan has made Westerns relevant for a new generation, but even those who disagree with his methods can't deny the cultural impact of his creations. While controversies may surround his name, they pale in comparison to the breadth of his achievements and the authenticity he's brought to Hollywood.